Good. Have a good day. You're dismissed. Goodbye. Good morning. Almost afternoon. It is 11:11 Eastern Time in Detroit. I am doing this live stream because I figured we need to, bring the awareness up inside this community that gives us the information that we need. So when it happens to you, whether you're out there asserting your rights while being an activist or just a regular citizen that is trying to assert your rights to police officers that continue to walk amongst us like they're gods. I just want you to be armed with the facts to know who you are and why you do what you do and the individual constitutional rights that you have as an individual in the United States, being a United States citizen. I further want to say that this guy, I'm really impressed with Audit Them. That's the name of this channel. And he is a real one when it comes to this community. He's not trying to pimp his channel out and make money. And even if he was, he would deserve it because his narrative hits the nail right on the head. And that's the kind of people we want in this community that actually gives a damn. I mean, when we're talking about audits, you guys watch audits. I mean, the name of his channel is Audit Them. I just wanted to show some admiration his way, throw some admiration his way from the Wolby family to let him know that we appreciate him. But what I see in this channel, in this particular video, is what we've been seeing all along and the way I articulate things. Okay. I don't hear other auditors use the same English I do when I'm disseminating this information. When I say gaslighting and corrosive tactics, I mean what I'm saying. People are not understanding that is exploiting supremacy. Okay. And where there is no supremacy, where there is no supremacy and it's perceived authority that people are taking at the moment because they're not constitutional. So when you have a deputy sheriff standing in your face, talking to the dispatcher, articulating what you are doing from his point of view, as he's being called to another call. And then he starts gaslighting you to that dispatcher. So it's going out over the radio and everybody here and that is under the sergeant that is trying to excel into ass kissing at work because there's bootlickers everywhere and all kinds of levels. And they hear, oh, somebody's messing with the sergeant. Wee woo, code 3. Ah! killing somebody on their way to go kiss this guy's butt. It's all unnecessary. It's escalating, just like it says. Brilliant supervisor escalates to police instead of complying with the law and cannot break whatever. That's the name of his video. So those people that are watching that actually know who he is, I'm going to, let me see, hold up a second. I will paste this video into my chat so that way you can go over there and tell him that Wolby sent you. Go subscribe to him. He's a good guy. But I'm gonna just like skim through this, but this is like at 2029 is where shit starts to hit the fan in this thing. I'm gonna back up so you can see what he's doing. Show you that he stayed lawful, right?
I am at the Secretary of State, downtown Chicago.
All right, so we know where he is, right? And then he goes in. They start to recognize his presence. They make contact about right here.
Come again? What's your name, sir? I'm not interested in having a conversation with you. Okay.
Wow. So he walks away. I guess he does what he's supposed to do. Go get his supervisor, right?
What form are you looking for?
FOIA.
A FOIA?
A second, I'm sorry. I love it. You know, knowing Audit Them, he's the type of dude that's like, he has a good sense of humor, but at the same time, he's like, boo boo 1, boo boo 2, boo boo 3, you know, kind of like I did that last video when I showed every time this lady lied. I think she lied more steps she waddled all the way to me. And as fat people, we can't help but waddle, you know, but you know, I waddle for different reasons. I have exit wounds all over me and my nerves are damaged. I don't know what's up with these fat people. I can't walk. Maybe they should lose some weight. That's not why I can't walk. Mine's nerve damage due to an electrocution. Anyway, that's what I put lie 1, lie 2, lie 3, lie 4, you know, etc. So he sits down as he usually does. He just chills, takes notes, you know. Let's go. All right, here we go. So he goes to the board. What's that say? He's reading in Spanish. Can we get like, I can't read none of that. That's all Spanish. That's in different languages. Now watch the brilliant staff come forward.
Come again?
You have to stay up there.
Oh, no, I'm reading the sign here.
Are you getting something done?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the employee there. I'm just reading this sign here.
Who are you waiting on?
Foil. Just reading the sign here, sir.
It is public information. It's publicly accessible, and you are allowed to read it. Wherever you're allowed to be, your camera is allowed to be. Turner versus driver.
Is this recording?
I'm not interested in having a conversation with you. I just like to read this
You
here.
gotta wait over here. If you're not getting service, you can't be walking through.
Oh, if you're not what? What did he just say? If you're not what?
You gotta stay up there.
Come again?
You have to stay up there.
Oh, no, I'm reading the sign here.
Are you getting something done?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the employee there. I'm just reading this sign here.
Who are you waiting on?
Foil. Just reading the sign here, sir.
Is this recording?
That's like walking up to somebody on a toilet. Are you using the toilet?
I'm not interested in having a conversation with you. I just like to read this
You
here.
gotta wait over here. If you're not getting service, you can't be walking through.
If you're not getting service, you're not walking through. Wait a minute. I believe I'm being served right now. You're a custodian of the property. Shut up. Go mind your business. I told you what I was doing.
I'm reading the sign here, sir. I'm going to
If
say it
you're
one
not
time.
getting service, you can't be walking through.
I'm getting service. I'm waiting for the employee.
You know, that sign is providing a service by itself. You do know that, right? It's just like a traffic control device or anything else that warns, cautions, or communicates the risk. That is what that is. It is another information tool that we use in society, in public, in government buildings that are accessible to that are open to the public, and that are within time, place, and manner with Smith versus Cummings.
You getting service?
Yeah.
What are you getting done?
Foya.
Who?
Foya, could you not
Did you see that look on his face? Who? What?
instruct my
No.
waiting on the
Yeah,
phone?
that's way above your pay grade, dude. And I'm way above your pay grade. That's how I'd start talking to him right now.
I just like to read this,
We have to have you wait over here, though, sir.
but I like to read the sign.
Where's Lisa?
That one is in
There's Lisa. Help! I need more help. This guy ain't listening to me.
Spanish. This one is in English.
And then you recording us being the right people names. Will you not give us some information? So why were you taking our information?
I'm not interested in having a conversation. Thank you. I just like to read the sign.
But you write all the information down.
I'm not gonna, you can't be walking through the facility. No.
I'm not walking. I'm reading the sign, sir.
Okay, but if you're not getting service, we need you to have a seat over there.
I'm waiting for the service. I said it already 3 times. I'm waiting for the employees to bring me a form for FOIA. That's all. I just like to read the sign while I wait.
So he did ask. We seen the one security guard come up to him, and then he went to his supervisor. His supervisor came up. He said, "I'm waiting. I need a FOIA request." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And she bounced like she was going to go get it, right? So he's actually waiting for sure. While I am in intermittent here, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Hello, IB, Billy, Scrubzilla, Jonathan, New York, Adventures with Stinky, Randall, Bobby from Ypsilanti. What's up? Who else we got in here? David Bennett. Okay, cool. I'll read this stuff in a little while.
That's it.
You in here recording people. Yeah?
What Lisa? We're in the work with that.
What did Lisa say?
That's all, sir. I'm just waiting for them to bring me the phone. Meanwhile, I'm reading the sign.
Okay, but I'm just saying you can't be recorded.
Yeah, you can. That's why we went to like 5 different other freaking Secretary of States ourselves here in the state of Michigan. You know, these people are stupid, y'all. They really are. I'm going to fill up my coffee. I'll be right back. Wake up what you thought. All right. Wolfie's got to have his coffee. Oh, I got addicted to this shit. Now I got to drink it. Another bad habit.
I do. I do. I have the right to record in here. Yeah, that's all it is, man. No. I'd like to read the sign meanwhile, please. But you're
So what we're looking at here, for those of you that don't understand what we're looking at, let's see. I've been wobbling all my summer long on a farm. I grow watermelons, 100 acres a year plus. I raise a lot of, I guess, Angus cows, and I have 2,000-pound bulls. Damn, you busy, brother, Billy? It's good to have you in here. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being with me. For sure. Just imagine if fraudulent perps put this much effort into looking for a job. So let me ask you something. Okay. Are you here to call me out my name or call audits out their name? Because if you're here to call him out his name, go to his channel and do that. All right. Don't come and disrespect my channel. That's your last warning. Jonathan, she does handle it. If you can you have a First Amendment right to say whatever you want to say, but if you're here to agitate me, I'm not putting up with it. I'm just not going to. If you don't like what you're seeing, turn the channel. There's billions of them out there. And I'm just one guy with a couple people that come in. Me and my little 15 subscribers, they're used to me, they know. But now, moving on. Those of you that are looking at this, this is an actual civil crime that this man is displaying right now. Because when he said, I am reading this sign, let's just go back to this, right? Watch this right here. Watch this part. I'm going to show you what crime that is.
Are you getting something done?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the employee there. I'm just reading this sign here.
Who are you waiting on?
Foil. Just reading the sign here, sir.
Is this recording?
I'm not interested in having a conversation with you. I just like to read
Well,
this
you
here.
gotta wait over here. If you're not getting service, you can't be walking through.
I'm reading the sign here, sir. I'm going to
If
say it
you're
one
not
time.
getting service,
Boom. Now, soon as he did that, he committed prior restraint, ladies and gentlemen. Prior those of you that don't know what prior restraint is, let me bring this up on the screen so you'll understand. Because what's understood really should be explained one time for the majority of you that are here to learn. Okay? Prior restraint, judicial suppression of material that would have been published or broadcast on the grounds that is lupus and harmful. In the U.S. law, the First Amendment severely limits the ability of the government to do this. Do you understand that? Do you understand what you're seeing right here? This is a legal term called prior restraint. It's against the effing law. All right? For you bootlickers that don't understand that, if you don't know, now you know. Moving on. If you've been brainwashed by these anti-frauditor channels, okay, trust me, I will prove it to you. If you have any questions on the things that we do, I will show you in my constitutional law here, right here in the state of Michigan, let alone anywhere else we're at in the states, the 50 states that's in the union.
you can't be walking through.
I'm getting service. I'm waiting for the employee.
You getting service?
Yeah.
What are you getting done?
Foya.
Who?
Foya, could you not...
Remember, Smith versus Cummings tells you during working hours, time, place, and manner, right? And the purpose, your purpose, all right? The First Amendment is your purpose. So if you are recording, that's why they don't like you to record, because you actually have more of a purpose than any of those people there. Okay, especially the headmaster. All right, I'm using these words because that's who they portray to be when they act like they're bosses.
Struck my
No,
waiting on the form. I just like to read this,
we have to have you wait over here though, sir.
but I like to read the sign.
It's there to be read by the public. It's in public. He's not in nobody's way. He's not stopping the flow of traffic. He's not stopping nobody from getting he's not committing any type of obstruction. If anything, this man is with the little tin badge and the clown uniform.
Where's Lisa?
That one is in Spanish. This one's in English.
And then you're recording us again where people name themselves. Will you not give us some information? So why were you taking our information?
I'm not interested in having a conversation. Thank you. I just like to read the sign.
Headbanger 06, what up, brother?
I'm not gonna get-
Welcome, welcome.
I'm not walking. I'm reading the sign.
You guys that are not subscribers, please subscribe, and please note that you can become a member for just $1 a month, man. $1 a month ain't nothing. Appreciate you. All right. That's right. Yeah, it's not frozen. I'm just, pausing it as I speak. I take my time and articulate as a journalist. I take my time. You understand? And that is what we do. And we here repeat a lot of the perceived authority and articulate a lot of the stuff that a lot of people don't know.
I'm waiting for the service. I said it already 3 times. I'm waiting for the employees to bring me a form for FOIA. That's all. I just like to read the sign while I wait.
So that's the 5th time he's told this individual public servant that he wants to read a sign, and while committing prior restraint. The only person that is committing a crime right now is the person in the clown suit. That is another form of corrosive tactics.
That's it. That's all, sir. I'm just waiting for them to bring me the phone. Meanwhile, I'm reading the sign.
I'm just saying you can't be recorded in here either.
I do.
Hmm?
I do. I have the right to record in here. Yeah, that's all it is, man. No.
Exactly.
I'd like to read the sign meanwhile, please. But you're in the way.
Exactly.
There you go.
Waving him back. Secure tart. Exactly.
Let me go ahead and take a picture of that.
No, you can't take pictures, sir.
Yeah, I can take a picture. FOIA permit.
I am so sorry, guys. Hold on. I get caught up into these things. Hold on. You can't take pictures. He's been videoed the whole time. What do you mean you can't take pictures? That is a damn lie. He ain't taking pictures of private information. He's taking pictures in public. What's wrong with these people? He's in the public side. He's even if it's a limited form, he's in the limited part where he can be. Just because you are in a limited building with restricted access to most of it, right? Except the front lobby, doesn't mean that you don't have full rights in that lobby. You have a First Amendment right to record, to assemble, to read, to redress, you understand? And to record as the press. I don't know why people think just because it's a limited form, you being inside that part where it's not restricted is now not limited to you. What's limited is that counter is the guard line, that restricted area where it says employees only. Yeah. That key card entry where you can't go. Yeah. Them places. Not out in a damn public lobby. Come on, man. Get your crap together.
Fine, 670.
Oh, 670. I'm going to show you what they do when they know that they're wrong and they use them corrosive tactics and add them little gaslighting tactics too. Watch this.
Okay. Here's the form.
Yes,
ma'am.
he
If you don't
is.
accept it here, you have to go there.
Okay.
Do you guys see that? Now I'm going to point this out right now. See, I'm breaking this stuff down and telling you what was lawful and what was unlawful. Okay. So far, the employees has been unlawful. This lady was going and getting him the copy that he needed. And while he was waiting for that service, he was allowed to be in the area that he was because he was waiting on service, because that's what he was asking. That's what that man right there that you're looking at right here, this clown right here, are you waiting for service? Yeah. Are you being served? Yeah, he's being served. And he's reading why he's doing it. So get out of his way, quit committing prior restraint, and move along and mind your own damn business.
I have my FOIA form ready. They do accept it. I have the FOIA form.
Not here, we
Yep,
don't
sure.
accept it
What's
here.
your name?
I don't have to give you my name.
Yeah.
Oh, boo-boo number 2. This supervisor that has just introduced herself as a supervisor, that is Lisa, that he is calling. We know who she is, right? I know because I pay attention. Because he's like, where's Lisa? That's Lisa. Okay. I'm assuming anyway. So Lisa's the one that was working on that's the bare minimum of a public servant when they're servicing you, is to identify themselves either with a badge number and a position and the first name.
Yeah, you're saying you're
No, this is, read what it says. 155 South LaSalle. This is where you have to go. You at 160 North LaSalle.
FOIA 3.
He's about to explain this too. Every government entity has to have a FOIA officer or in charge of FOIA requests in every government building.
3C specifies. Call your superior, please. I'd like to speak with your superior. Okay. This is my FOIA. It's already ready. Okay.
Another crime that they are committing: prior restraint.
I just told him the same thing. We don't want to be recorded.
Okay.
I don't want.
This is
I
my
don't
FOIA.
want.
This
I'm
is
going
my
to
FOIA
hold
form.
my breath until I turn blue.
Okay. Ma'am, please.
I don't want.
You can record it here, and then you take the pictures in here too. It's there.
It says, yeah, all that's tyrannical. Every bit of it.
Call the police. Call the police.
We're not calling the police because you're going to stop taking me. I just got off the phone. They said, we don't take
touch
them
me.
here.
Don't touch me.
Touching you.
Please don't touch me.
Okay. But
Okay. I need to complete my FOIA and I'll be all set for today.
not here. We don't take it here, sir.
State law specifies they do. A public body upon.
We're not gonna touch him. We'll step back.
We have 160, sir. I'm sorry.
She's the one creating all this disturbance. He's been very calm, cool, collective. You know,
Recording here. You still recording. It's there right here. Take a picture of that.
I am at the Secretary of State in downtown.
yeah.
Freedom of
Please
Information.
do.
140
Exactly.
specifies upon receiving a public body
I mean, he's quoting the law right now.
shall forward over the FOIA request to its FOIA officer. I have the state law here.
Morning,
The
Brent.
employees here, it's all on camera. They are acting completely belligerent. She's unwilling to
Look,
identify
she's not that serious, is she?
herself.
She laughing now, huh? She was really upset a minute ago.
Oh, get ISP. Get ISP.
All the employees here. The entire.
I got to give it to this security guard so far. He's staying pretty cool and collective.
Scope.
He's not as intrusive as the other one that was committing prior restraint.
Go ahead and sit here meanwhile.
There you go. Take a seat. So when the officer comes in or the deputy, that they can say, well, his body cam will show everything that this person was calmly, there was no disturbance, and every time you asked a question, things started to escalate because you were using corrosive control tactics. We already went over that yesterday. For those of you that don't understand corrosive tactics, okay, you need to understand how corrosive tactics are used. You know, they're usually used by, like they definitely used them in Nazi Germany. You know, and if you understand that there are so many different ways that you can use corrosive tactics, it's unreal. But when you use them in the expedient way of gaining control forthwith right away. Okay, and that is how people use corrosive control tactics, by getting control, intimidating, using pressure points, abuse, and then they gaslight you and say, see what you made me do to you, just like a man would a woman when he beats her ass because she was doing something she wanted to do, and his narcissistic oppressive ass didn't want her to do that, and he slaps her upside the head, and now she's crying and she's all balled up, and he's like, oh baby, see what you made me do? All you had to do was just do what I tell you to do. See, it's your fault. Bullshit, y'all. This is exactly what happens. Watch this deputy. Arrest you for being a smart ass. So did you tell him these nuts?
Who's the acting supervisor in this facility, sir? Who is the acting supervisor here, sir? Could you find out?
He's asking. This guy is. I will give it to the security officer, even though he is on their side, and he probably would, if those guys started to kick your ass, I guess he would probably get in on it himself as well. I'm assuming that he would. He said he's not sure. At least he's asking and responding. When he's asking nicely, he's responding nicely. I'll give it to him.
Get the statute ready.
Hey, Tony, sweet, how you doing? Welcome. That's terrible, Billy. Was that you? I'm not sure what's going on I'm not paying attention to everybody's comments. I know you're pointing out something, so. Yuto, my brother, what up? Welcome. There's another good brother in this community. Awesome guy, man. I'll probably be doing stories on you as well, Utah, in the future.
What's that employee's name?
I'm going to
Hey,
start.
how's it going, sir?
All right, here's
May
where
I
the
know
deputy
your
comes
unique-
in. But before I go on, I'm going to make this comment real quick. I have grown and gotten more wisdom into who is who out here on these YouTube streets that is in the A1 community where I stay. And I'm real. And anybody that I do a story on, they're real. The majority of them, I stand behind them. I was going to do one on Henry, but he does not deserve my attention because I was trying to let him know that there was a pedo inside his chat, and while doing so, Henry gaslit me because that's what those guys with bigger channels do because they got the members only club. You understand? And they act accordingly. So this is what I say to all those guys and doing their things, and us guys that are normal, that are on the bottom, that want to grow together in the community. And the narrative is the narrative. We don't hate each other. We're not trying to bring hate. Just because I told the truth doesn't mean that I hate these people. I am just staying away from them. I stay away from narcissistic oppressors, just like I do when I deal with cops. I deal with them and I move on.
Identifier to begin with? Your unique identifier?
So I want you guys to pay attention to every word that this back and forth here is, and I want you to tell me who is being disorderly, who is harassing, and who is committing prior restraint.
Yeah, I'm identified as on the
9353.
turn it off in here, we just step outside, right?
No, sir, I'm filing a FOIA request. I have the right to record while I'm in here, regardless of physical form.
What are you trying to do?
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Can't do. She told you she couldn't do it.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. I don't know what her name is. We could make this easy, or we could turn this into a litigation. Easy is the best way to do it. I need a copy of this.
She can't do it.
1 second. They can make a copy of this, and they are required.
I'm telling you what she said she can't
Okay.
do.
Okay, so she says she can't. So basically, it's a pissing contest. We know inside that building that we pay for, we know that there is nothing but copy machines. At least 3 or 4 of them in that building. On that floor. I know this because that's all they do is copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, and keep a copy for themselves that goes into their computer and gives you the physical copy so you could take it and do what you need to do. They're liars, and they don't understand that this guy Audit Them, another piece of every government property. I don't care where it is. Every government property that has a custodian has to have a compliance FOIA person there. Even if it's not in their title, it's part of their description. It's added to them. Well, yeah, we don't have nobody, but I usually handle that. That's what you'll hear. And this is what he's doing. He's bringing awareness to them because they have to have this. So he'll quote the law here in a second.
She has to call her superior.
Superior's not here.
Okay.
You have to-
FOIA specifies upon public body, which this is a public body, upon receiving a FOIA request shall forward it over to the public body. The statute is ILCS 140 subsection 3C. So all she has to do is make a copy of this and forward it over to the Freedom of Information Officer, and I'm all set for the day. That's all it is. Make a copy and forward it to the FOIA because, my man, that's what the state law requires.
Okay.
That's all it is. I do also have the right to record in here. She was acting extremely belligerent, and she, as a matter of fact, touched my papers. If she was close to touching me, I would have pressed charges and have you arrest her, Mr. Davis. Yep. So all it is, come again?
What's your name?
FOIA does not require a name.
Just trying to address you like you address me.
Well, I'm FOIA requester I'm filing a FOIA request. So it's basically just need a copy of this.
You're not gonna get it.
Okay, well, what?
He says you're not going to get it. So he's already saying, I don't care about the law. I don't care how the law is, and I don't care what the directive policy is. My operating standard procedure, as a deputy sheriff is to do what I want to because I'm a sovereign citizen. And I am getting fed up with you by the second, and I'm going to gaslight you and start criminalizing your behavior if you don't leave. That is what he's basically saying.
Why not?
But you're not going to get it here because there's an address or something. You should go.
They are required to forward this over. I would ask for her superior.
You're not going to get it. So you're just wasting your time.
And that is your
No,
opinion.
it's not a waste of time.
So what you going to do?
That is your opinion, Buster. Okay? It's no big deal. Are you afraid of a camera? Because I'm looking at, I believe, 1, 2, 3. I see 3 cameras already, 4 cameras already. Here, let me take your statement down or your thing down here. You see that right there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 freaking cameras there, man. Why should you care if another camera is there? Why do you care? See, you guys don't make no sense. None. And he's there because he audits them. He's an auditor. This is what he does. He has a 1099, he has credentials, and he is legit according to their rules, even though he doesn't need them. The same thing with me. I have credentials according to their rules. You understand? According to their rules, Wolverine has his shit, okay? I'm the press. And it says legal on here. It says legal and political. So anything that has anything to do with government, I have more of a reason to be there according to their rules. I'm constitutional. I don't show that everywhere I go. The only reason why I joined the press corps and got those credentials is so when there's a private entity that is open to the public, meaning if Costco's wants to announce a new something in their changes in their stuff and they invite the press into a private property, I will be able to go, or anywhere else for that matter, anywhere public or private, excuse me.
What I would do.
The pointing and ordering will be next. Oh, but of course. Yeah. Time, place, and manner, which is Smith versus Cummings. But these bootlickers don't want to read that stuff. Why would you film in an office building and not just take care of your business? Dumb logic, says Buster. Okay, that is your opinion, buddy. You know what? I guarantee you that you will have more people in my live disagree with you. If everybody that agrees with him, give him a 2, or if you agree with me, or excuse me, if you agree with Audit Them, let's just prove it right now. Audit Them. If you agree with Audit Them and what he's doing in this audit, give a 1 in the chat. If you agree with Buster, give him a 2. This is called democracy right here. Go ahead. Let's do it right now. Let's show Buster what's up, guys. I'm willing to show him real quick. Ooh, look at the ones. Look at the ones. Extreme ones. See, I have my own judge of character, and so do these people that are in here. If you don't see what is going on, it's not because we're against you, Buster. Okay? As a human being, I'm not against you. I just will agree to disagree with you because I have the facts and you are factually incorrect and you're in error. But you are entitled to your opinion. And I'm not going to call you out your names. I don't want to disrupt you. I don't want nobody be disruptive. I don't want nobody to call him out his name. If he starts acting up, he gets the boot like everybody else. Now, getting back to this video, and we're not going to I'll show the few ones that are in here and we'll just leave it alone. Okay. I'm not here to rub it in. It's, and add insult to injury. Here we go.
Do now is ask for a superior. No, I have more business to conduct here. I have more business beyond just filing this FOIA request. I'm also inspecting government records regardless of physical form or characteristic.
Did you hear that? And like this deputy don't give a shit because he's being called on another thing. And I want you to pay attention real close to this. You hear me? I want you to pay attention real close to this because along with the corrosive tactics that he's using because he doesn't want them there, watch how he gaslights because it runs hand in hand. Watch this.
Yep, let me stand right here. Get these people on the screen. Ma'am, can you please call your superior?
Oh, do you hear that? I have an irate over here. I have an irate. So now he is on an open frequency with an open radio where all the deputies that are listening to him, all right, hears that he's dealing with an irate person. Okay? Irate. Okay? Now, let's stop here. Let me present what irate is, so we'll be very transparent on this. This is why this is a gaslight. I want you to see this. Feeling characterized by great anger. Is he showing that great anger? Is he really being irate?
Irate.
Is he really being irate, ladies and gentlemen? Or did this deputy just gaslight this man? Yeah, we know. That is a crime. Now he created a conspiracy. You understand that? That is called conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen, in 241. When you criminalize a person's actions by saying he's irate, he's basically saying that he's being disorderly or he's being a breach of peace or harassing. Okay? Because people don't like irate people. Okay? And if you're acting irate, it's attached to a bunch of other crap that criminalizes your actions. That is where the prior restraint, the harassment, and the violation of his rights is happening right before your eyes. And this is a person that Audit Them pays in the state of Illinois.
You're lying. You said irate.
He said, I'm dealing with an irate person right now. Now he tries to lie.
Your superior?
I got an irate over here at the SOS. SOS stands for Secretary of State. He is a liar. Liar, 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 liar. Liar. Liar, liar, liar.
You're lying. You said irate.
Oh, excuse me for a second. I have to say this. Blessed be the name of the Lord, for you are holy and worthy, and there's none like thee on the face of this earth. Oh, yeah. God-loving guy.
You just lied.
This is another situation, sir.
Disorderly conduct.
This is not you. This is somebody else. Calm down. Why are you trying to start trouble?
I am calm, sir. They're trying to start trouble.
So what's your understood business?
I did explain that. What time does this hall close, sir?
You're closing in 7 minutes.
7 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
So it closes in 7 minutes. He still has 7 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yep. Speak to the person over there. Excuse me.
Stop. Stop. Quit gaslighting. You need to stop gaslighting. You see the two cameras right here, ladies and gentlemen? You see them? You guys see them? Why is she lying? This girl is lying. Why would we want them to work for us if they're going to lie? Now remember, you got to be exclusive with everybody. Everybody has a difference of an opinion, but when it comes to the facts, you have to understand the facts the way the facts are seen and that are on the books. We have a legislator that wrote the laws. We have the judicial process, which is the judges and the lawyers, okay? And then we have the executive, which is the president. We have all three of them repeated in every state. So you have a governor, you have a legislative, and you have a judicial. That is how this rolls. Understand that. I'm just giving you the simple stuff as a paralegal. I don't practice law. I'm just breaking the law down for you. Okay?
I have the right to record. I just asked my men if they would call a superior here so I could forward over this request to their superior.
You have to
That's
come back
all.
to me.
No, sir.
There's nobody here.
All right, I need to get to this. Damn, okay. I banned them. Okay. You got to take off? You don't have to, brother. I hope everything's all right with you. Let's see. Any more you like your freedom, you better be recording, because without it, you're going to prison. They're going to railroad you with one lie after another. Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. Buster, why? This is another question, I'm assuming. Why do you go live on multiple channels? Nobody watches these. So I always have a method to my madness, and I'll keep that to myself. I've already said it before. It's no big deal. If it doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. It's not hurting you. Okay? She tries to flex. Yes. Yes, Randall. Let's see. Big muscles. You're not a law expert. Oh, really? I have a 3-year degree. What? Because are you going to go there with my mind again? Buster, don't gaslight me and quit trolling. Quit trolling. Moving on. If you don't behave yourself, I'm going to put you out. The mods will put you in a corner and time you out.
To receive my FOIA, that's all.
I don't want nobody banned. Just time them out if they act stupid. Yeah, Scrub had to bounce. He ain't mad at me or anybody. He's bouncing, man.
You're not going to get it.
Scrub's an awesome guy, man. Awesome man. Everybody that believes in prayer, please pray for Scrubzilla. He's having some medical issues.
Can you call your superior, please?
My superior is busy. Like I told you, they're just on another call, which I have to go to. So I'm gonna ask you to leave politely.
By the time they close, I will be stepping up.
That's gaslighting right there. That's gaslighting. Why are you going live on multiple channels? You are not a law expert. Yes, I am. And now you're saying that. Nobody's gaslighting you. That is gaslighting. If you're telling me something that I am when I'm not, and that I'm not when I am, and then you blame it on me and tell me to relax, you're the one that needs to relax. You got a First Amendment right to say what you want, but I told you, if you do it again, you're going to get a timeout. Quit gaslighting me. Anyway, moving on.
Now, I still have other business to conduct here beyond just submitting a FOIA request. Okay?
You see the signs, no recording.
There's no state statute. I have the state law. FOIA here permits me the right to record copy digital images, regardless of physical form or characteristic.
I got a roll CPD on that thing. I mean, you guys told me.
You could call CPD, it's fine.
No, we're not gonna do that.
There's no need to do that because I will be filing a report for the lady touching
You
us.
gotta do whatever you have to
As
do.
a matter of fact, you are a state trooper with a
That's true.
oath of
Ooh,
office.
this is not a deputy. This is a state trooper. Forgive me. I was wrong.
That's true.
So you're supposed to honor public trust. This employee touched my
I'm not gonna
paperwork.
go back and forth with you. They can't help you. I'm asking you to leave. That's where
I'm asking for a superior so they could receive my FOIA request.
There's no one
There
here
has
right
to
now.
be. Who's the supervisor on duty? What's the name of the supervisor on
They're
duty?
not here right now.
Just like to know the name of the supervisor on duty. If you could ask, please.
And then what? Are you gonna leave?
And then the superior would be able to assist.
Searching your status.
Mel Davis, star number 9353.
You got it on camera.
So this,
That's permitted.
what is the call event number, sir? Have a seat here.
I love how they gaslight.
You told the police that I was irate.
He lied. There's the second lie. He says, I'm dealing with an irate. Come on, man. See, if you guys don't understand that your public official, this is a state trooper. Right here. He just said he wasn't talking about you. He's dealing with somebody else. Watch this. He's a liar.
Yep, let me stand right here. Get these people on the screen.
Watch this.
Ma'am, can you please call your superior?
I got an irate over here at SOS as well.
I have an irate over here on the SOS. He's a liar. Quit lying, Mr. State Trooper. God, man, you make other good cops look really, really bad, man. You're bad. You're bad at your job, sir.
So it's basically just need a copy of this.
You're not gonna get it.
Okay, well, why
I
not?
can't explain it to you, but you're not gonna get it here. She said there's an address or something you should go to.
They are
and get
required
it.
to forward this over. I would ask
But
for
I'm
her
telling
superior.
you what's gonna happen. You're not gonna get it. So you're just wasting your time.
No, it's not a waste of time.
So what you're gonna do? Sit here?
What I would do now is
Are
ask
you
for a
refusing to
superior.
leave? Is that what you're doing?
No, I have more business to conduct
I'm
here.
telling you, the business is not gonna happen.
I
here.
have more business beyond just filing this FOIA request. I'm also
What's your other
inspecting.
set of business?
I'm also inspecting government records regardless of physical form or characteristics.
You guys see this? He's got his gloves in his hand. Watch out.
Stand right here. Get these people on the screen. Ma'am, can you please call your
I
superior?
got an irate over here at SOS as well.
As well. Look at that.
You're lying. You said irate.
This is another subject. So
As well, you liar. He's so used to
just
his
lied.
lies, he believes his own lies. What a piece of garbage.
I have the law here with me. FOIA 140, Section 3C. Upon receiving a public record, the public body shall forward it over to its FOIA officer.
What's understood don't need to be explained. And another thing, if you don't know, now you know.
Thank you.
While you're
Thank
down
you
in
so
the
much.
basement there, Buster, do me a favor, grab that broom and clean up all them cigarette butts and them pop bottles and, change your attitude while you're down here cleaning up the basement when you come back into chat. Okay? Don't be all triggered and mad and start gaslighting because, it's been a while since I've had a channel bitch. Wow, and look at all these cameras. So they got 1, 2, and there's 4 more down that way. And there's probably about, shoot, I went into one, guys. I went into one Secretary of State that had 17 cameras. 17 cameras. Straight up. I got receipts for everything I say, by the way.
It's not required. It is not required. Could be simple. Just to comply with the law. That's it. I'm professional. Section 3C. The statute is 145 ILCS 3C. Upon public body receiving FOIA request shall forward it over to its Freedom of Information officers. I am monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. This is the Secretary of State. This is a public body, open for inspection and copying. All public records are open for inspection and copying. I just asked for a superior here to comply with the law and accept this FOIA request. This is the employee here who, guys, do not call the Secretary of State. Do not call the number here, which is 217-785-3920. Do not call.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, how's it going, boss?
All right. What's going on, man?
Can I start off with your unique identifier?
Rodriguez, pass number 9325.
Thank you so much.
What's going on is that he's on a FOIA request. They can't do it here. They give him the address where he can go do it. He's refusing to do that.
No, that's not the way it works,
He
sir.
won't give his name. He won't.
It's not required.
Anything.
I'll let you finish your story, then I'll have
I'm
my
done.
chance. You're
I'm
done,
done.
okay. May I know what your unique identifier is, sir?
Yep, attack 6810.
Thank you so much. So 5 ILCS 140 Freedom of Information Law specifies under 3C, upon a public body receiving a public record shall forward it over to its Freedom of Information officer. I do have my FOIA requests ready, submitted. I just need them to make a copy and forward it over to the FOIA officer. That's all they have to do, and I'll be all set for today. It could go easy or it could turn into a litigation. But as you see, all this intimidation tactic, these uninformed security and the employee who escalated the situation went hands-on with me. She didn't touch me physically, but she touched my paperwork. And if she did touch me, I would press charge and have that employee arrested. That employee is unidentified. I don't know if that's a superior or as for a superior. Section 3C specifies, again, upon receiving a public record request, shall forward it over to its FOIA officer. All these intelligent staff members, not one of them could comply with the law except the FOIA and forward it over to the FOIA officer and tell me to have a good day. But instead, this is the tactics that you get: intimidation, unidentified.
I just want to make sure. So,
Yep.
This is the DMV portion.
This is
So-
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State.
Yes, it is, which is a public body subject to the Freedom of Information Act.
That is true.
Yes,
This
sir.
isn't necessarily where they're FOIA office.
Of course it is. This is a public body which shall forward over the FOIA request to its FOIA officer.
That's what I'm trying to say. So they
Yep.
handle this location. They handle
At
driver's
every
license.
public body location, they also handle FOIA here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so, but there's usually a specific office that you have.
This is it right here. This, my man, this is a regional office. This is a public body.
Yeah.
All they have to do is forward over my request to their FOIA officer. That's it.
And
That's why they
Address
have.
right there where you can just
But
go
that's
get
that's
it.
why they
It's required for the public body to comply with the law. I'm
Okay,
here to
so-
verify.
so
if the,
let's just say they can't do it. So where we go from there?
Okay.
So
What would be a reason why?
I don't work
Yeah.
for them. So
Well,
just to let you know.
it would be beneficial to ask the employee here to call a superior, because this employee is not willing to identify and escalated the situation until this movie.
Yeah, so there's you know it's like 5 o'clock and they
Sure,
close, right?
and we could have been in and out within 1 minute of compliance from our government employees.
Okay,
Yep.
so we can't do it today.
Okay.
So how are we gonna do this?
Here's what I'm gonna do. If you're willing to ask one of the superiors if they could make a copy of my FOIA request,
Everything shut down. They shut everything down about 4:30. All the computers and everything.
I've been
'cause
here
they
for 20 minutes.
I can't answer that question.
Okay.
All I can say is that they shut everything down by 4:30 so they can get everybody
Sure.
out.
If you being law enforcement officers, can you ask who is the acting supervisor on duty? That way I could jot down a name. And what I'll do after that is I would leave my FOIA request. I would mark down that I did not receive compliance as a copy for my request today. And I
That
would,
sounds reasonable.
yeah, sure.
So at this time, right now, since they're closing, would you do me a favor?
I'm leaving. Closing
yeah.
means it's finished.
Right. So
The
we're
end of the
done.
day is finished.
I'll
Yep.
try and get the information for you and
Sure.
then hand it to you outside. Is that okay?
My man, I would get going as soon as I get the supervisor's name.
Yeah, I'll get it for you
Yeah,
and
sure.
I'll hand it to you outside.
Okay.
Because they're closed.
It's closed. Closed
Right.
means closed. Yeah.
Right.
This
So-
is my FOIA request. There's no standard
I'm
form.
just gonna get the supervisor's
Yeah.
name and number for you.
Okay.
And you go from there. How about
yeah,
that?
yeah.
All right.
What's the ETA on that?
As soon as you leave, as soon as I go back there and find a supervisor,
Can I have the call event number?
there's no police report number. We just
Okay.
came to see what's going on.
Sure.
If you need a event number, you need to contact the Secretary of State Police. We are Illinois State
Illinois
Police.
State
we
Police.
just assist.
Okay.
Can I talk to you outside?
Yeah,
I want to
definitely.
make sure because
I'm gonna leave my FOIA request with the staff here.
Get with the officer.
Well, yeah, it's a roster of employees. I will pick up these records in person. I did put state code there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you doing? All right.
Sure.
No, I got it.
Oh, okay.
You want me to hold on to this, or you want to keep this
No,
yourself?
I want-
Because all I'm doing is getting the supervisor's name.
Yeah,
And a phone number for
and you're
you.
giving this to one of the
No,
employees?
I'm not giving this to one of
okay,
them.
Okay.
So if you can just wait outside, and I'll get the phone
Yeah.
number for you.
I'll leave this on the counter.
They
let
toss it,
let me explain a little bit more outside.
Sure, we'll talk. Ma'am, here's my FOIA request on this counter here. You have a wonderful day. That's all it is. It should never escalate to this, but
When we get,
we
when we get- yeah.
will file litigation if necessary.
So, yeah.
Okay, I have to tell you, as a auditor slash redress journalist or constitutional journalist, okay, and because I've done them all, I've done audits, I cop watch, and I record a lot of people in a lot of public buildings. I haven't even released a lot of my stuff. Heck, there's some stuff that you guys have seen, and there's stuff that you haven't. Matter of fact, I'm going to re-premiere Secretary of State that I should have done a long time ago, and it's with. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but a lot of my new subscribers hasn't seen it, and it's been that way for a long time. So. Oh my God, my dog is getting so smart. He literally opened the door. My dog literally turned a knob and opened a door. Well, thanks for coming in. Appreciate your presence, buddy. Anyway, and I'm going to show you guys something on this one. This one has been private for a long time now. I don't know why it's private, but I'm going to share this with you. Okay. When I did my audit on the Secretary of State, all right? And the first thing that I wanted to make everybody aware of in this audit was a lot of the actions of prior restraint. I got the same kind of treatment he did. You see, they commit in prior restraint here. You see that? But they've since, they have changed their ways, and I went back and they've done then Sergeant Reagan, now Lieutenant Reagan, upheld our rights at that place.
My permission to put me on camera. Right now, you're violating my privacy.
Look at this. Look at this, guys. All this prior restraint, right? I just want to get to the part to where if you look at all the cameras up in here, we were talking about cameras, right? This one lady called the cops 9 times in this video. Call armed men. Gonna call armed men for guys and cameras.
They got cameras everywhere. Look how many cameras they have in here.
1. Ready? Ready? Here it is, guys. This is what I wanted to point out right here. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Really? Do as I say, not as I do, huh? Bet. You guys willing to accept that? Go ahead. You see all the cameras they got? They're everywhere. They got 14 cameras up there. And they're worried about mine? Are you serious? You serious? Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about, guys. You know, people do as I say, not as I do type of behavior. And then they want to come in here, and bootlickers like to troll because they think I'm trolling. No, I'm not. They had our buildings closed down. Our public buildings that are government buildings closed down for a long time when they should have never have closed. Nothing should have closed. We should have went on and used precautions, and nothing should have been closed. Our economy is tanked. Look at what has happened since then. The balance of power has changed hands. The lower of the greater of the two evils is now in charge, and they don't care nothing about inflation. They don't care nothing about freaking the cost of price of living. They don't care nothing about this. Nothing. It's us poor people have to pay for this. And we pay these people a good wage, the bare minimum, the very bare minimum, ladies and gentlemen. They could show respect and get rid of their disdain for the public. And that is what Audit Them has done. And again, I want to put his link to that. I believe that's what it was, to his, a link to that video, and go like that video and go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to that guy, you know, because he's putting in the work, guys, and he's worth it. Okay. So those of you that are on each of these channels, go ahead and hit that link. Tell them Wolvie sent you and give them a thumbs up. If anybody has any questions about anything, I'll see you in the comments. God bless. Wolvie's going back quiet reading the mail for show.